Wellness Embodied. So, quick one today as part of our Finding Joy and Avoiding Burnout series. This video I have been thinking on for a little while, and it's based on books and theories such as that of Atomic Habits and lots of other habit formation books, which are basically around doing the thing, creating habits. And I've just come from a high tea for International Women's Day at Palooka. I've been reading some of the many posts related to International Women's Day, and they're talking about how, we can't be what we don't see. They're talking about stepping up, taking a seat at the table, doing the thing. So I just wanted to share with you my thoughts on reflecting on who you want to be. So we do this a lot in the practice through our values. So through really making sure our decisions, our actions, and so on adhere to our values. But it might be something as simple as setting a goal and being the thing. So rather than setting a goal to say run a marathon or run a 10K, which is very, very achievement orientated, setting a goal to say be a runner and trying to be that thing in as much as you can during the day, it actually is very, very achievable. So say, for example, I have seen and referenced the example before of a man who goes to the gym. And so the first day he gets up, he puts on all his gym gear and he goes and grabs a cup of coffee and he goes into the gym and he just sits in the gym and drinks the coffee. And the next day he sits there for maybe another 2 to 3 minutes. The next day he decides, oh, I'm here, so I may as well lift a few weights, and so on and so forth. So gradually he's spending like 10 minutes at the gym, 15 minutes at the gym, 30 minutes at the gym. So it's a really attainable goal. But he's somebody, even in the being there for 2 or 3 minutes or 10 minutes and potentially staying longer or doing a little bit more each day, he's somebody that goes to the gym every day. So he's not setting this goal of I'm going to win a CrossFit competition or I'm going to lift X amount of kilos, which are all really, really good goals. And certainly being the thing you want to be is important to get there. But just thinking about attainable things like who you want to be, how are you going to feel when you are that person, like when you're healthier, when you exercise every day, when you practice more compassion, when you practice more gratitude, and trying to find ways to track back to that regularly. So it might be having images at your desk of, you completing a race. It might be reminders to do random acts of kindness. It might be one of the things we discussed in our yoga teacher training was the idea of treading softly on Mother Earth. So trying to go through your day or through the world a little bit more softly, noticing things around the world, picking up the plastic on the beach, the concept of take 3 for the sea, where you're taking 3 pieces of plastic every time you go to the beach. Really attainable things. But you really need to tune into the feeling, your values, how that fits with your values, rather than being externally driven, doing things because you feel like you should, doing things because other people feel like you should be doing them, all this shoulding all over yourself. It's much nicer feeling to enjoy the journey and be who you want to be in as much as you possibly can. And you have a couple of days where you're maybe not being as kind as you think, or your family are annoying you and you're snapping at them, or you miss out on exercise or you feel bad. That's okay. You can get back to that the next day or the next day. It's totally fine to not embody whatever it is that you want to be every ounce of the day, but just, reflecting back on how in little ways you can be what you want. So I hope this resonated with some people. Probably went on a little bit longer than I thought I would. But yes, I am off to Brisbane to do a course in somato-emotional release, which is another step in the craniosacral training. So that's going to be really exciting and nourishing, and hopefully will help out some other people as well. So happy International Women's Day, everyone. Love to hear from you, what you want to embody, what you want to be. All of these things, they don't have to start at the 1st of January. You can decide at any point in your life that, you know, tomorrow or today is the day that I am going to be X, and just take small little steps to get there. So thanks guys, have a great rest of your day.